What's up, everybody? Taco Bandit here. I just left the Toyota dealership here today, and it looks like my truck will be coming in within the week, and I am very excited. This Colorado here has been very good to me. It's a fine truck. It'll be going back to my dad here soon. I did suffer from a cracked windshield on the interstate, but that's not important right now. But my truck will be coming in shortly, so I will actually have a vehicle that is my own here very soon. But while I was on the motor mile down here, I was going past the Dodge and Jeep dealership, and I saw some Renegades, so I stopped in, just to check on the price and that sort of thing. The Renegade, as you may know, is the smallest member of the Jeep family. It's essentially based on the Fiat platform, and a lot of people say it's nothing more than the Fiat 500L with some different badging and that sort of thing, which isn't necessarily wrong, but I don't think they're giving it quite enough credit. The Jeep Renegade is by far the cheapest member of the Jeep family, and starting around, I think they're $16,000 to $18,000 new. And while I was stopped in by the dealership, they had a sale price on one of the Renegade Trailhawks, and that was right above $24,000. And for the top of the line Jeep, that's not bad at all, because when you look at your Rubicon for your Wrangler Unlimited, your four-door Wrangler, you're looking at over $40,000 for that. And I'm not saying that the Renegade is anywhere near that capable or anything like that, but it is technically a trail rated vehicle, and for that cheap of a trail rated vehicle, you could have a lot of fun. And it does have better, well, I would assume it has better road holding manners than a Wrangler, which speaking from experience, a Wrangler is a lot of fun, but on road it is not the best experience, let's say. So while the Renegade may be nothing truly more than a Jeep version of a Fiat, it is, like I said, it is a trail rated vehicle, and it is, at the root of it all, a Jeep. And a lot of people want an off-road vehicle, but may not want to spend all of the money. And for the $16,000 to $25,000 range, basically all you can get are economy cars. Your Honda Civic and your Toyota Corolla and that sort of thing, but that may not fit everyone's idea of a vehicle they may want. Those are front-wheel drive cars, and while the Renegade is a front-wheel drive based platform, the Trailhawk does have four-wheel drive. So especially when you look at a four-wheel drive brand new vehicle for $24,000, while that is the sale price, I think the MSRP is closer to $30,000. But for $24,000, that's not a bad deal at all. The Easter Jeep Safari just finished up out in Moab, Utah, and a Jeep Comanche pickup truck was a concept that they unveiled out there, which was essentially based off of the Renegade platform, and they squeezed their small diesel engine into it and had a single cab Renegade-based pickup truck. Now, it did have a cloth top, and that would never make it to production, and that concept may never make it to production. But it did get me thinking, there aren't any truly small trucks out on the market right now, or really small SUVs for that matter. The smallest SUV you can really get is probably the Renegade, and the smallest truck you can get is maybe the Nissan Frontier, but that's a 12-year-old truck. And the Tacoma is not much bigger, but there's no mini trucks, let's call them. In the 80s and 90s, you had a lot of just mainly two-wheel drive, really small economy-style pickup trucks, which again competed with the small economy cars of that day. And while our midsize trucks have gotten a lot bigger and more luxurious and everything, the small, tiny truck market isn't really a thing anymore. There's no players in that game. So to me, if I had to get an economy vehicle, a Honda Civic or a Toyota Corolla would not be the vehicle for me. I would prefer to have a mini truck or a mini SUV. Obviously a truck would be preferred, but there's none on the market right now. Which leads me to think that if Jeep would make the Comanche pickup, I think they might have a market for it. You know, it wouldn't be a huge market, and a lot of people would, you know, prefer to have a larger truck. But when you're paying 2 to 3 times more for that larger truck, where most people don't even need it to begin with, you know, a new vehicle, and a new truck in particular, for $20,000, whether it's 2-wheel drive or 4-wheel drive, is a steal. You know, not everyone needs 4-wheel drive. I mean, obviously where I live you need 4-wheel drive, but if you could get a brand new truck that's, you know, 2-wheel drive for $20,000, you could have a cheap 4-wheel drive vehicle just to play with on weekends or on snow days or something like that. Now, the Renegade does get a lot of hate from diehard Jeep fans. You know, they do point out that it is nothing more than a jacked up Fiat or something like that. And while Fiat Chrysler are doing well, you know, platform sharing and all, the Renegade does allow Jeep to make Wranglers and other vehicles that sell in low volumes. But for an economy vehicle and for the high volume of Renegades that they sell, that really allows Jeep to make the vehicles that we all love and really cherish. You know, the Wrangler, all of the concepts and everything that preview at the Easter Jeep Safaris every year, they get us all excited. You know, because Jeep makes money with the Renegade, it allows all the other models to stay great and to keep improving upon each other. So really, we should be thanking the Renegade, not criticizing it. So obviously that's just my 2 cents on the Jeep Renegade and the potential for a Jeep Comanche pickup truck. But let me know what you think in the comments below, and thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.